Man, and I say my motto that I walk with his words of his imperial majesty, and it said, "What life experience has taught unto me, I will teach to those who want to learn." You know? And he didn't say books, what him read in a book or what some great man has taught him, but he said life experience itself, what it has taught unto him, the things he have been through. Some was not good, some of the experience we have, it's not like it's a good experience. It might be the loss of a loved one, can be a life experience, and what you learn from that, you know, when especially when you encounter the loss for the first time, you just say, well, it actually end up on your doorstep, that you lost a close loved one, and you have been going to many funerals, and you have been giving strength and support to many ones that been through that experience. But the day that experience become your experience, when you experience it, it is a different thing, a different feeling completely from all the ones that you supported, and even sometimes feel like you really feel so bad about them, but you will never understand them until you experience them yourself. So that is our life experience, life lesson. So life is a teacher, you know. Yeah, man, life teaches you and give you many lessons. So during the whole journey through life is like you're in a whole university, which is the universe, and life itself is the classroom, and you're in those classroom learn, and you're getting lessons from the teacher. And you could say, who is the teacher? The teacher might be somebody you encounter in life. It might be a family member. It might be somebody you encounter in life. Anyone who is, or I see life experiences most time, is anyone who is close enough to you that will teach you our lessons. And we talk about them, and we will say, boy, him teach me a lesson, you know. And I realize they have to be very close to you to teach you the lesson. Because if they're not close, sometimes the lesson don't really take off, don't ribbit as it's supposed to. Because they're not close to you like that. It's like, I would say, your own children is one of the teachers them that can teach you the best lesson and the hardest lesson sometimes, because of the fact that we carry them so close to our heart. Her a relationship and your next half can teach you a lesson in life. And sometimes, remember, some of them play a sacrificial role to teach you the lesson. It's not like they really want to do it, but they are the best person at the time when life really wants you to get this lesson. So they are available, and life will just use them to teach you a lesson. And sometimes even them have regrets, like they don't know how this happened. They didn't really want it to go this way. They don't know how they get caught up in doing this, because this wasn't something they even think about. But yet, unconsciously, they play that sacrificial role of teaching your lessons, you know. And many times those teachers become your enemy. You hate them like me no know why, because as much as you did love them, you say you hate them because them teach you a lesson. Because they were able to go into your weakness, your weakest part, and make the lesson so profound. You never forget it in all your days of your life. You will always have it as a reference. to pull on if you come upon any situation like it again. It will just come up. The file will just come up. Yeah, the docket fly out. Yes. And so like it is very interesting, There was a time in my life when, I didn't understand life at the time, but I was well living the life, but still don't understand what I'm living. And then life teaches me so many lessons, and it take you a few lessons for you to say, no, but this is not ordinary. And you start to observe and you start to realize that life has a process that it moves in. And even when you are praying for strength and for changes and for rebirth and newness, the prayers are answered, many times. But we don't like the answer sometimes that life brings. The prayers are answered in a way where some things might happen, which is how life is going to teach you now to be strong. But you don't like the circumstances that it happened through, or the way it happened wasn't what you expected when you was praying for this change. You think say it was going to come the way you want it and in a way where you can be comfortable. But then it come in a way where you are uncomfortable. But sometimes the best lesson is learned from uncomfortable situations so that you will not forget the lesson. It come with pain. So you will not forget the lesson. So these are the things that as human we are not yet accepted this process of life journey. And it stumble the best of us. The best of us stumble over life process because we don't know how to read that language to understand what life is really doing. And so when you don't understand something, you stumble like you're in darkness because you don't know what life is doing. And sometimes we interrupt the situation, because we not just watch and observe. We know attack and have a big mouth in it and doing some action to go with it that really interrupt, muddy up the water, by what you say, a situation are go on, for instance, in a relationship, you and there's a time it might be flowing good, and then it reach to a point where it has to take a upper growth. And in order for it to take a upper growth, you will see a lot of things break down in the relationship before it build up. There's always a breakdown before that breakthrough or that build up. And because we don't understand why we go down in order to go up, because in order to go up, when spiritually you might go down. And then in going down, then you will rise up even higher than you were before. But if you don't understand that process and you think you're so righteous and you're living so real and you're so truthful and you start to examine yourself and you start to make comparison and you start to looking at yourself and I say, but look how me righteous and look how me I do everything good. Why this have to happen to me? And me not see this happen to lie and lie and live as right as me. I mean, I see this happen to Tom And Tom now live good like me because me know about something where Tom a do that me nah do. So how come me fall in a this situation and Tom alright and happy? And yeah, how come me in a this and look how me I live righteous? So you start to question these things and you don't want to accept what life placed before you on this table. So, and you start to, react in a some way that really interfere with the situation. And instead of going through the process and trusting the process, and eventually the process would result in ways that you did not even expect, in ways that you could not have even asked for it to go this way. You understand? But when you interfere, it takes a different route, and it sometimes does not come with that magical result that it would have come with, or it should have come with, because tenancy up while not sure won't go interfere and smash you up. You understand? Remember them proverbs there. Tenancy, no while no sure. Observe. You understand? Observe the situation, you know? And then I have to remind you, in observing, you don't have to absorb the situation either. You observe it. Like Humpy Dumpy sitting on the wall, but don't fall, you know? Just observe what is happening without saying anything, without having any judgment, any perception of your own. Just observe, you know? And eventually you will learn by and by. You will you understand it better by and by. You know, have patience. Patience is virtue. You know, without patience, you understand? It's a patient man ride donkey. Yes, ride donkey. And a donkey riding is a very humble action. So that means a patient man is very humble. That's why he did their wait. Cause him before him even reached to that stage of ultimate patience, that virtue, he humble first. Cause if he never humble, he would not wait so long. You know? So then say humble calf suck the most milk. And patient man ride donkey. Now donkey riding is a humble action. Yeah. Cause donkey very low, you know, lower than horse and lower than mule. And if you're heavy, you almost gone way down like him belly a touch ground at some point at the terrain when him a climb. You understand? If you is a heavy person, sit down upon him. So donkey is one of the lowest animal like that burden bearing. So it's a humble journey when you're riding a donkey. So you know, patient go with humility, humble, you know, and them say humility go before a fall. You understand? Before you tumble down, humble yourself. You understand? So these energy in life, we have to understand. Cause life is just like this. It take pain to bring a life come in the world. No pain, no gain. Life process is just like that, going along, not just the birth. Different stages of life, you go through pain to gain the same way. At the time when this birth is not used, most time is feeling the pain, you that is coming in as the child, is the parents. But then as you grow older, no pain, no gain, you will be feeling many painful, you will experience many painful situations in life. It will help you challenge, what they call challenges and setbacks and issues and circumstances. And the same way with a child, that you can't walk unless you creep. It's a process in life, in the movements. When you're coming in, you come in not able to walk, somebody have to carry you. Until you reach the stage where that movement is gonna occur, you first have to creep, go down on the ground and creep. And then from creep, so you become like a creeping animal. Yeah, you creep. And then now, after a couple months, or some baby don't stay long, you get up and you lonely and you hold on and you balance yourself and you step off and you walk. And I've seen children back in my younger days when people have children, and some of them is very fast, and it's the same way their schoolwork, everything will be fast. So there are some fast children, and some of them will go down, go creep around for like a day and then get up, and next thing and by next week them a walk. Many of them I see do that. I actually witnessed some children that just never creep. You know, I know of children that don't go down on them knee, them pull themselves on them belly. And I know of those that go down and creep. And I know of some that will just sit there, and then when them ready, then just get up and hold on and step off, step off. And some of these children go back, get sick and go back, walk after. The process, life has some process. Like how the sun is gonna come up tomorrow morning and we can't do nothing about it, whether you want to see it or not. You know? Where life has some process that we have no control over. We have to just find a way to fit into them. And you have to trust these process in life. So the same way you have the walking one, the creeping one, and the different ones, them, the one that bring you into life where you have to go through pain, and so you have some that after you stop growing physically and you are growing now more mentally and spiritually, you have some process in life that you will go through at different ages and period in your life, you know, and they come with, sometimes they happen through circumstances that you really cannot read them, but they happen through certain circumstances at these ages, you know, when they are to occur. Because in our life as human being, if some things don't happen to us, we don't understand the language and the timing and so to really move off in that direction. So it's like something have to take you and throw you off in it. And then now when you look at yourself, you decided, you know, from the action, whether you're going to react or how you're going to respond. What choice you're going to make. Because there's two roads before you. One lead to goodness and one lead to badness or whatever. One lead to positive, one lead to negative. You have to decide what you make your choice, two road before you, which one you choose. From what you've been through, if you learn from it, then you decide, say, you know, me spend one night in a jail, you know, through that something there. And my sister down the road, a jail there, down the side there. And me now go down it, you know, because me now go back in at that place. Me learn, me lesson from the one night you might spend in there. You know, and you decide, say, me not like in there, me now go back in there, nothing now make me go back. So you have the choice now, you're walking and then You come to this crossroad, which is like crossroad is like decision, where you have to decide now which way you go because a situation face you. And it's either you go down this or go take revenge, which can lead to two things. Either you can destroy somebody or somebody destroy you. And you decide, say you're not going down that road, you're going to go up that one. Yeah. That one yeah, you don't know it, because you never been on it before. But you know that one yeah, you know what lies down there, you know nothing with what lies down that one yeah, where you know. And you've been down there before and you know the result where you get from being down there. So even though you don't know the other side of the road, you never been there, but at least you have to take the risk to go that way there. Because I've been down that one before and I know what is the result. So you have to think these ways, And maybe you take that one the way you never take before, because you are not afraid of the unknown. That one day but you don't like it. And you know. So I know the road you figure upon. So maybe other one, yeah, where you never go before. The unknown. But many times we are more afraid of the unknown than the evil where we already know. You know? And you have one saying we tell us if you stick to the evil where you know. That means if you know the evil down there, you still can't go down there, yes. Why not? Because you decide that you can go down there, but you're not going down there for certain things way down there. But you know you're strong in yourself, can walk away from those things way down there and find your way to where you want to go. So you can still even do that because it's growth, and maturity of spirit. But at the same time, you can choose the unknown because you never been there before. But life experience is a beautiful thing. And I will always say, I don't have enemy. I have teachers. I have some people who teach me some lessons. And I wouldn't call them enemies. I have realized that some people do it too. And when you are say them wicked and evil and look what they do the man, and when he never have nothing in man, they help him and look what he do. You realize that you were to be taught a lesson, and that person was the sacrificial lamb to teach you the lesson, and that they did not do it intentionally but more unconsciously. And that's how forgiveness come in, that you can see that way and forgive that person, because sometimes them can't forgive themselves from what has happened. So it's only when you forgive them that they are able to forgive themselves. So, as I and I say, we kind of really are looking to the list, the proverbs we say, experience teach your knowledge. Yeah, and I am still holding on and repeating, which is one of our proverbs, and then I'm still holding on and repeating. Words of His Majesty that say, what life has taught and me, I will teach to those who want to learn, because it's really life experience that teaches your knowledge. And that knowledge you can teach to others because you have been there, done that, through action. Yeah, you actually live it. It's a lived experience because of the action and what you've been through. You can now teach it back to someone younger than yourself who have not been there. You can share your experience so that they can have a picture of what is, because these things sometimes we don't even know until we come upon them. And so when you are talking your experience to someone, they might say, people might react in a way like they don't need it, because everyone has their own experience. So you can go through similar circumstances and situations. But at the end of the day, everyone has their own experience, and the end result is from your reaction and response and the choice you make in response to the situation that bring that unique result. You know, I can go through the same situation and I respond differently, or I react different to it. I react more kinder, more gentler, with more understanding or overstanding of the situation, and with more forbearance of the person that is dishing out the situation to you. You know, are playing the character within the circumstances. And so I might respond more kinder, more overstanding, or overstandable, or whatever, meaning understand. Or I might have more forbearance. You might not have that forbearance in the same experience. You might not have that kindness. You might not have the tolerance nor the endurance to go through it the way, oh, I might go through it and accept it and react. And so, even though we experience the same thing, our response and our reaction, which sometimes is different, because it can trigger something in me that I've been through, and I can explore, ex, 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 expl- ex, explore, or expose, yeah, go explore in a way where no one expected, not even myself expected me to deal with it like that. Or I can remain calm if I really build that kind of energy in myself. And is the reaction and the response that will bring that unique result, you know? And whether you know whether you have to go and build, or you measure yourself and you really can say, yes, give thanks, I look like I'm really at the place I'm supposed to be, you know? Because you don't know, until a situation come to measure you, where you really are. You can say, oh, me all right, man. Me not really in that mood. And when the situation does occur, you react different. At them time, you know where in you, one mount. At love in you, or one mount. You know? A learning you have been through. So, life is very intriguing, very interesting. Um, and the more I go on and study life itself, is the more I appreciate love and find it very pleasant each day, regardless of the experience, be it good or bad. Then I even start to see even what I used to terms as being bad experience. I just see them as experience now. It doesn't really matter whether it's good or bad. It's just an experience. And it is just for the learning. That is all it is. We get fearful. We are afraid to lose. We want to win all of them, like win some. You can win some and you can lose some. You learn from all of them. And mistakes are just something you make and correct to go on. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's nothing to say, boy, me never want nobody know, say me never did make it, and me make that mistake there because me shame, because once they know me to be brighter than that. No, but no brightness. We are all imperfect, you know. And sometimes I have come across a lot, and there was a time when I used to look like that too and look for perfection in one. But what are you going to grow if everything about you is all right already? I mean, you're ready for dead. If everything, I'm not growth in you. All the leaves are grown and everything is there in place and you are so perfect. You can leave anytime. There's nothing that life I had to you, I take from you, I shed down from you, no process of life that you can enjoy anymore when you reach to that ultimate perfection. You can leave earth anytime when that happen. You understand? So to live on is to be imperfect, man. And that's something to work, man. So don't be afraid of imperfection. You understand? Do not, there's room for growth when you are imperfect. So do not be afraid of imperfection. Do not be afraid of mistakes. You learn from them. Expert learn from their mistakes. So yeah, man, make mistakes. I am a designer, and I sew clothes, and I used to be afraid to cut a piece of material at first. Until me realize I'm just throw it any side me want throw it and cut out one neck or anywhere me want cut it out. And if it spoil, then I improvise. And so that build my improvisation skill too. Because we know all these big English words, but we don't have the practice. We don't cultivate them. We only speak of them. We speak of love, but we don't cultivate it. So we tell somebody say we love them, but we don't know nothing about love. We don't even know how to move the first limb for love. We don't know nothing about the action. And it's not a word, it's an action. Right? And you will talk about compassion and you don't know nothing about it, you never practice it yet. You talk about kindness, but you never practice an act of kindness yet. So how you gonna learn the things if you don't get practical with them? So life come to teach you these things. These words we're talking and we don't develop the practicality of it. Life will bring lessons for you to develop the practicality of it. So that when you speak the word, you put the practical action of the word with the word for it to manifest into this physical world and become a reality. You have to put the practicality to it. When you have visualize about love, you have to see yourself and do some act of love. You hug up somebody, you embrace somebody, you really, or else you don't mean what you say because the word alone attack without having a vision, a visual in your mind, like your TV up within your mind. Seeing yourself doing the practicality of the word that you're chatting. You bring the word and the practicality together for it to manifest within these physical realms. That is how it goes. If you're not talk and a visualize same time, then you're just a chatter, 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 and if you just shut up. Yeah. Yeah. Action. Not a bag of mouth. You end up with a bag of mouth when there is no visual within your mind of what you're chatting. You understand me? This is how you make the combination. And if you know about manifestation, that is how you manifest. You have to visualize what you want. And then you can put like an affirmation to it or a prayer. You know? When you're praying for something, you have to see a picture in your mind of what you're praying for, or else the prayer's not going to answer. You know? Because that divine source that you're praying to, first and foremost is yourself within that wider divine space. So if you now visualize the right thing when you attack, then you become, not a bagam. You become a bagamouth business. And they say faith without works is dead. Yeah. And that is what many of us don't. We don't have no idea that there's a visualized part to our wording, our communication as a inner visual partition or particle or parcel or whatever you are, our part. It has a visible part that need to connect with the words that you speak. And that's why I see the Rasta man don't like the word that him attack for something good have a negative sound in it. The Rasta man don't like the fact that him using the word appreciate to say how much him love what I am doing. So him I wonder how that sound there, cause word sound and powers Rasta man deal with. So I wonder how it come in other word there. And so he transform it and say appreciate love. Happy feel love. He happy love what you're doing. Cause that make more sense to him. Cause it's same language, English sound A in A. So what the difference then now each up in a migla that now? I sound the same way. And I make him feel like he happy for eat you. No, every time him talk it the word, pull him up and ask him, what you say? You know? And so you transform these words. Like the Rasta man say him don't like when you want him to say, understand. Because if him under something, how can he know about the same thing? If I under it, him stand up. Him can't see the top of it. So how am I going to tell you about the top of it? So if him under the stand of whatever him a talk about, him don't sound like him sound very deceiving to tell you that him know about it when him under it and not see the side, nor the top of it. So him say, no, me have to over it. When me over it, me can still look under it. But when me under it, me can't look over it. And so me can't give you a full analysis of what it really is. If me only under it and can stand up over it to see what it is. And if can talk reasonable. So these are the things, you know. So, and people will say, well, yeah, I waste your time. But it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. And these are things where I say, life is a thing that makes sense. When you look at the reality in front of you, whole life and nature setup, it makes sense. So we living in life have to make sense. When someone tell you, say, if you are going to talk about one house, you feel say a house in your mind. It's the same way, like, for instance, when you talk about someone tell me about Mama G and Ray, and I tell me some works so you do. And the more them I talk about the works, me I say one big, thick, strong woman, you know. Me never see her before, and me have no idea how she look like. But then tell me some things, tell me see one tall, trapped in woman about almost 6 feet and then sitting there. Now when you come, and you come back up Mama G, and you see this little simple woman sit down, where name look like she weigh 100 and don't even look like she have 5 feet tall. That's it. I see somebody them a tell her, because that I never the picture me get in my mind. When them a tell me about her, me did I see somebody bigger than she. Cause the things them a tell me say she do. Never see this a little frail looking woman I go do these things. You know? So we tend to get a picture in our mind of things. And if somebody tell you some great something, you start to somebody big and trapped in. You know? And normally it's not like that. When you say you can't judge a book by cover, because where the strength there, where you see, when me I tell you about the person, where the strength where you see so till you see all this somebody 6 feet tall. Eh? It must be something in, because when you come you never see it outside. But you can't say this somebody not strong and big because you not come see them look so. Because that is the first image will come to your mind when you never even did know them. So life is such an intriguing, interesting, mysterious, mystical thing, that I just give thanks to be a part of this institute called life. We just give thanks to be here in this time. I experience it with or without, because it is such an intriguing and interesting and mysterious journey. And that the Almighty and the Divine Spirit and the Ancestor Spirit have me here until now, just full joy in this nice thing called life. What a joy, man. If you enjoy life and learn from life. Full joy, man. Make you not even worry about money nor nothing. You just get caught up in a life itself, and a just life you think about and I deal with. And it is such a joy. Such a joy. Just sit down here so I look out in the horizon. I look up in the hills. I see the tree them out them relaxing at the evening here. They never look like them a move. Green and nice and just stay so back and so and they say, you see yourself amongst them, no different. Have the rights to be here like them, and I enjoy life like them and be here because the Almighty wants you to be here. You know? Whether you have dollar in your pocket in the bank account or no at all, you just know say you are here. And food you must eat, because if bird I eat, and bird and a farmer, bird no farm, bird no have no supermarket, bird no have bank account, bird no have no that. But them a live. So, and if them cannot live, what more you who have all dominion over them? So what a joy to be in earth. Just a experience life. And everyday life bring a new perspective, a new experience, and a new chapter to you. And you have the will and the right to decide and make a choice. And decide, say, me nah do nothing bad, Me I look for the best thing for do. However difficult that is, and do it and know, say, yes, at the end of the day, me feel good, me feel accomplished. To know that you live up to your integrity and your dignity as a human in the earth, and you did the right thing. And you feel good in your own self. And it causes that happiness that is within you. Happiness not the outside of you, Anything you search outside of you, happiness, can only last for a while, You attack that way inside of you where you can tap into any time and just anywhere and just be happy, especially when you know you accomplish a human duty in life that you're supposed to do. and feel good about yourself and confident and feel now you kick back now and say, boy, this girl like me up on vacation. No. I just enjoy the scene because I know me nice, you know. You know, you're sweet. You know? And the joy that them, man. Dollar na in your pocket, you know, at the time, you know. You might need have a roof over your head, neither, you know. But at the joy that. Yeah, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Eh?
Ite wede wede itaushun, ite wede wede. Ite wede wede itaushun, ite wede wede itaya. Ocha ke niba nitaushun, cheke nitaushun, ite wede wede.
Ite were were itaushun, ite were were. Ite were were itaushun, ite were were itaya. Ochake niba nitaushun, cheke nitaushun, ite were were.
Ite wede wede itaushun, ite wede wede. Ite wede wede itaushun, ite wede wede itaya. Ochake niba nitaushun, cheke nitaushun, ite wede wede.
Ite were were itaushun, ite were were.
Yeah.
Ite were were itaushun, ite were were itaya. Ochake niba nitaushun, cheke nitaushun, ite were were.
Aye, mirere.
Ala jen marere.
Mirere.
Ala jen marere.
Anya, mirere.
Ala jen marere.
Ibukule apaminarere.
Ala jen marere.
Eya yomio.
Bobosu.
Eya yabana.
Bobosu.
Ibukule alagwana.
Bobosu.
Omolo olodi.
Bobosu.
Iyalode omobosu.
Bobosu.
Aye, mirere.
Ala jen marere.
Mirere.
Ala jen marere.
Anya, mirere.
Ala jen marere.
Ibukule apaminarere.
Ala jen marere.
Eya yomio.
Bobosu.
Eya yabana.
Bobosu.
Ibukule alagwana.
Bobosu.
Omolo olodi.
Bobosu.
Iyalode omobosu.
Bobosu.
Gwami lude guyeye.
Eyude.
Ojungwami lude amala.
Amala.
Gwami lude guyeye.
Eyude.
Ojungwami lude amala.
Amala.
Gwami lude guyeye.
Eyude.
Ojungwami lude amala.
Amala.
Ojun bamba mio.
Bam yoko bam.
Oshun bamba mio.
Bam yoko bam.
Iyalode bamba mio.
Bam yoko bam.
Gwami lude kuyeye.
Eyude.
Oshun gwami lude amala.
Amala.
Gwami lude kuyeye.
Eyude.
Oshun gwami lude amala.
Amala.
Oshun bamba mio.
Bam yoko bam.
Oshun bamba mio.
Bam yoko bam.
Iyalode bamba mio.
Bam yoko bam.
Bamba mio.
Bam yoko bam.
Sisi osan petiko, karele osan, karele. Sisi osan petiko,
Karele osan, karele.
karele, karele.
Karele osan, karele.
Sisi osan petiko,
Karele osan, karele.
karele, karele.
Karele osan, karele.
Sisi osan petiko,
Karele osan, karele.
karele, karele osan.
Karele osan, karele.
Sisi osan petiko,
Karele osan, karele.
sisi osan petiko.
Karele osan, karele.
Sisi osan petiko.
Karele osan, karele.
Karele, karele.
Karele osan, karele.
Karele osan, karele.
Karele osan, karele.
Sisi osan petiko.
Karele osan, karele.
Sisi osan petiko.
Karele osan, karele.
Karele, karele.
Karele osan, karele.
Sisi osan petiko.
Karele osan, karele.
Karele, karele.
Karele osan, karele.
Sisi osan petiko.
Karele osan, karele.
Karele, karele.
Karele osan, karele.
Karele osan, karele.
Karele osan, karele.
Karele, karele.
Karele osan, karele.
Sisi osan petiko.
Karele osan, karele.
Karele, karele.
Karele osan, karele.
Sisi osan petiko.
Karele osan, karele.
Karele, karele.
Karele osan, karele.
Sisi osan petiko.
Karele osan, karele.
Karele, karele.
Karele osan, karele.
Sisi osan petiko.
Karele osan, karele.
Karele, karele.
Karele osan, karele.
Sisi osan petiko.
Karele osan, karele.
Sisi osan petiko.
Karele osan, karele.
Sisi osan petiko.
Karele osan, karele.
Baba karele, karele.
Karele osan, karele.
Karele, karele.
Karele osan, karele.
Eru jagba, eru jagba. Eru jagba baba palara.
Baba l'orisha, erude, erujagba, baba palara.
Eru jagba, eru jagba. Eru jagba baba palara.
Baba l'orisha, erude, erujagba, baba palara.
Eru jagba, eru jagba. Eru jagba baba palara.
Baba l'orisha, erude, erujagba, baba palara.
Eru jagba, eru jagba. Eru jagba baba palara.
Baba l'orisha, erude, erujagba, baba palara.
Eru jagba, eru jagba. Eru jagba baba palara.
Baba l'orisha, erude, erujagba, baba palara.
Eru jagba, eru jagba. Eru jagba baba palara.
Baba l'orisha, erude, erujagba, baba palara.
Eru jagba, eru jagba. Eru jagba baba palara.
Baba l'orisha, erude, erujagba, baba palara.
Eru jagba, eru jagba. Eru jagba baba palara.
Baba l'orisha, erude, erujagba, baba palara.
Eru jagba, eru jagba. Eru jagba baba palara.
Baba l'orisha, erude, erujagba, baba palara.
Eru jagba, eru jagba. Eru jagba baba palara.
Erujagba, baba palara.
Eru jagba, eru jagba. Eru jagba baba palara.
Erude, erujagba, baba palara.
Eru jagba, eru jagba. Eru jagba baba palara.
Erude, erujagba, baba palara.
Eru jagba, eru jagba. Eru jagba baba palara.
Baba l'orisha, erude, erujagba, baba palara.
Eru jagba, eru jagba. Eru jagba baba palara.
Baba l'orisha, erude, erujagba, baba palara.
Eru jagba, eru jagba. Eru jagba baba palara.
Baba l'orisha, erude, erujagba, baba palara.
Eru jagba, eru jagba. Eru jagba baba palara.
Baba l'orisha, erude, erujagba, baba palara.
Eru jagba, eru jagba. Eru jagba baba palara.
Baba l'orisha, erude, erujagba, baba
Chakpa Baba Palara. Eru Chakpa Baba Palara. Eru Chakpa Baba Palara. Oluwarogbo kini bolona de kini bolona de.
Oluwarogbo kini bolona de.
Bolona de.
Oluwarogbo kini 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 bolona de.
Bolona de.
Oluwarogbo kini bolona de.
Oluwarogbo kini bolona de kini bolona de.
Oluwarogbo kini bolona de.
Bolona de kini bolona de.
Oluwarogbo kini bolona de.
Oluwarogbo kini bolona de.
Oluwarogbo kini bolona de.
Bolona de.
Oluwarogbo kini 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 bolona de.
Bolona de kini bolona de.
Oluwarogbo kini bolona de.
Bolona de kini bolona de.
Oluwarogbo 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 kini bolona de.
Bolona de kini bolona de.
Oluwarogbo kini bolona de.
Bolona de kini bolona de.
Oluwarogbo kini bolona de.
Bolona de.
Oluwarogbo
Some real African song, Singing I and I story. Very spiritual. I song. Yeah, man, we give thanks one more time, one more Wednesday to be in here with the Mama SEH program. Yes, give thanks for all your support. Yes, step by step we are build it, man, block by block. Yeah, this highwire. So I talk to the one them hoping say, if it's even one, we get something out of where and I say we can strengthen them. Take 2 more steps along the way, in this present time. So, yes, because I know what it takes, and I know sometimes just a word of encouragement, a word of strength, a word of someone from someone who has been through it, and who has experienced this and is sharing live experience, with the eye them, so help strengthen the eye them along the journey, is I desire and I wish and will, to strengthen ones and ones like I self along this life journey, So we give thanks that you listen to I in this program, what life experience has taught unto me. Life experience is what teaches knowledge, No matter how much years you spend at a university, when you go to look at job, they will ask you how much years experience you have. Because no matter how much paper you're giving them, and how much title you have on the paper, they ask you how much years experience you have in the job, in the area, in the field. And that is what sometimes make you get the job, the experience. Because experience, which is that really teach your knowledge, not book, nor university, nor professors, nor lecturer, but life itself. When life teach you a lesson, yeah man, you'll never forget. You learn it for life. When life allows someone to teach you a lesson, yeah, it stay with you forever, most time. So yeah man. And His Majesty, His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie of Ethiopia, in one of his speech, he said, "What life experience has taught unto me, I will teach to those who want to learn." So life give you lessons that you can teach to others who want to learn, so that they don't fall in the same thing, so that they, even if they come upon the situation, they can have a experience that you might share with them. And all these experiences can become stories that you tell, And in Africa, the griot is one of the most important person, because the storyteller is the one who carries the stories, which is really a historian. But because in Africa we never use the word history, we use the word story. But I don't know where this is come on it. Right now, like the story belong to a specific person. So we don't know who is this specific person who is owning all these stories now. But in Africa, the storyteller was the greatest person in the community at certain stage, one of the greatest, because he carries within him all the stories of generations, past, present, and what will help the future generation to move on. So that's what it really is. Experiences end up as storytelling afterward. You could tell them like stories. And so life experience is what happens daily, in and around you. And you experience some things. Some you have been through them before, so it's like repeated experience. And some you is new experience that you never encountered before. And yeah. So yeah, man. It's a lesson for the learning. And we give thanks. We're going to open the line. If there's anybody online that want to tune in and say something in the Mama Say program, any mamas that is listening and want to talk and life experience or any other issue, we can tolerate it. It don't have to be what I was saying. But if you want to talk on what I was saying, it would be good. We could continue the conversation around it. Or you can come with something that you might lay down your heart that you want to say. But we're going to open the line for those that are listening in, to able to participate, come in and integrate in the program. I mean, you know, um, yeah. Yeah, man, you are in tune to Mama Say program with Mama G. Yeah, sitting in as your host, as your listening ears, and someone sharing experience with you at the same time. I'm Gaa Mang Gloria, Mama G Sims, and I'm sitting in this evening in the Mama Say program as your host, and as I said a while ago, I'm going to open the line for some calls to come through. So, all right, we're going to play a few music, and you can line up yourself to get in. We give the number yet? And the number is on the screen. So you can line up yourself, get your number right, get your thing up, and get your phone up and running. And after the song, you can call in.
Hi, I'm an AI.
Ariwo emi alama kumpele ku. Ariwo baba emi alama kumpele.
Ariwo, emi alama kumpele ku. Ariwo,
Baba emi alama kumpele.
ariwo, emi alama kumpele ku. Ariwo,
Baba emi alama kumpele.
ariwo, emi alama kumpele ku. Ariwo,
Baba emi alama kumpele.
ariwo, emi alama kumpele ku. Ariwo,
Baba emi alama kumpele.
ariwo, emi alama kumpele ku. Ariwo,
Baba emi alama kumpele.
ariwo, emi alama kumpele ku. Ariwo,
Baba emi alama kumpele.
ariwo, emi alama kumpele ku. Ariwo,
Baba emi alama kumpele.
ariwo, emi alama kumpele ku. Ariwo,
Emi alama kumpele.
ariwo, emi alama kumpele ku. Ariwo,
Emi alama kumpele.
ariwo, emi alama kumpele ku. Ariwo,
Baba emi alama kumpele.
ariwo, emi alama kumpele ku. Ariwo,
Baba emi alama kumpele.
ariwo, emi alama kumpele ku. Ariwo,
Baba emi alama kumpele.
ariwo, emi alama kumpele ku. Ariwo,
Emi alama kumpele.
ariwo, emi alama kumpele ku. Ariwo,
Baba emi alama kumpele.
ariwo, emi alama kumpele ku. Ariwo,
Baba emi alama kumpele.
ariwo, emi alama kumpele ku. Ariwo,
Emi alama kumpele.
ariwo, emi alama kumpele ku. Ariwo,
Emi alama kumpele.
ariwo, emi alama kumpele ku. Ariwo,
Baba emi alama kumpele.
ariwo, emi alama kumpele ku. Ariwo,
Baba emi alama kumpele.
ariwo, emi alama kumpele ku. Ariwo,
Baba emi alama kumpele.
ariwo, emi alama kumpele ku. Ariwo,
Baba emi alama kumpele.
ariwo, emi alama kumpele ku. Ariwo,
Baba emi alama kumpele.
ariwo, emi alama kumpele ku. Ariwo,
Baba emi alama kumpele.
ariwo, emi alama kumpele ku. Ariwo,
Baba emi alama kumpele.
ariwo, emi alama kumpele ku. Ariwo,
Emi alama kumpele.
ariwo, emi alama kumpele ku. Ariwo,
Baba emi alama kumpele.
ariwo, emi alama kumpele ku.
Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, man. Some of my African lick them, you know. Yeah. It's an idea, you know. We really, I forgot the river got cool down. Yeah, man. I said the heat is on, you know. Ones them can really identify this year. So the summer start very early and the heat is very extreme, you know. Some things we never experienced like that, like this a few years ago, you know. So we said there's really a global warming business going. And even though we get some rain, but you know, the summer hot, you know. And we are reach out to the ones them, you know. Say, you know, the way the one them deal with the environment. And we are the stewardess of this earth. And many times these action that we getting from the nature is because of our behavior as human, as ones we're given the right to deal certain way, but we overdo it and the way we feel care for we don't. Yeah, because there's not a slave master over where we don't. We're not doing those things proper. we feel care for the earth and we don't really do it as proper as we're supposed to. Because we're so busy and we find all kind of excuses why we're not doing it, you know. I don't know if there's an excuse in you going to the river or the beach and just left your garbage there, you know. Your plastic, the plastic cannot rot. It will not break down. It will not deteriorate. It will not come down to like a manure in the earth. The plastic is going to remain forever. So when you go into the river, bring a little bag with you, you know, with a rubbish bag or something. All the plastic bottle container, bottle cover, baby diaper, and sometimes even a suit of clothes, you decide to just left your underwear or your t-shirt, or you can't just go to the river. That is a common area where the whole community use and just left your garbage like that. It is shameful, you know, because the earth cannot clean itself. But you can go to the river and cleanse yourself. So if you go to the river and cleanse yourself, why you would not leave her dirty after she cleanse you? Remember you go there now with your problem, your crosses, your eat, your hotness, your sweaty self, and the water sometimes, especially when it's nice and cool and crystal clear, man, you couldn't pay for it. The way how it's refreshing, and because it's fresh water, you can wash your locks, you can wash your hair, or you can wash yourself properly into it. Especially when there's no water in the pipe. You see, you know, as they say, cow never know the use until till it cut off. So when there's no water, man, you love the river. But please, look at it. I shave it in proper, make you see it. You go to the river in times like this in this heat and you wash yourself. And then you leave all your garbage there. You leave her dirty after she clean you up. Think about it. Think about it. It's not a Mama G's views. You are in the program called Mama SEH. Yeah, man, and we are say, think about that. You can't carry your rubbish and your garbage go left for the river and the sea. After it cleanse you, you leave it dirty. It's your mother. You go visit her. Bring a little offering. Something that you eat. The river, the sea love melon. Bring a little slice of melon in I eat, you go give her. Because melon cool you down and it nice. Eat a slice and give the sea a slice. And not left your garbage when you leave. Clean them up. And if you go there and you see garbage and you can pick up some, put in a bag, pick them up too. You know? And because if it's not me, it's you. And if it's not you, it's me. So if you go there, you can pick them up too, even though I know you did dash them. And don't left your own way you can go there right now, dear. You see? And we give thanks for these bodies of water because in this heat, yeah. Suppose we never have a river and the sea for cool we down. You know? Because the heat is on, you know, all about over the world. Where almost the people die in Paris where they from heat, and these are some snow place. And yet heat a kill people at them place there right now. So if we never have the river, you know, sometime a little breeze might get up off of the river and it cool and nice and it help cool we down. While the sun ablaze, we get a little breeze, you know. Or we go at the river and we get both the breeze and we can jump in the water and cool down ourselves. So till we just cool and it keep you for a while, you know, hydrated and so. And we give thanks for these things because many people are not privileged like us. And this heat is like a worldwide thing. It's all over the earth. People dying from the heat. And I can tell you, as cold as America can be, New York and this place, let me tell you something. Them place they have one heat where we never experience in a Jamaica yet. Me in America already and hot till me I said, no, sir. So how them only talk about the cold? Never know say them a eat ya exist in this place. You know? And we give thanks for life, and we just say to the ones them we are leaders in this to be more, mindful of some things, because when we look at Venezuela and what happened to Venezuela, Jamaica depend the same kind of vibration they like Venezuela. And we see we are talking about mining all about now from sea to mountain. We want mine. And I don't know. Sometimes I wonder these people say them have doctorate, them go to school and them graduate with big paper and title. And I mean, it doesn't take a title for you to say if it disturb certain place in the earth. You can't be mining all over, digging up as you have a mine because something down there so that you put some monetary value to it. And you go and dig down the whole of the earth just to go search for it. You cannot do that. You shouldn't do that. And you can't say you go to school and wise and do them things. You look stupid when you do that. Let me tell you something. If nobody now tell you so, you look fool, like some dunce, illiterate people when I know no better, we not expect that of uno we son our leaders and no want to take charge of it when uno. It show up how greedy uno be. It show up one amount of greediness that it look bad. We feel shameful uno. The way how we see uno want to do these things. But also one big greedy somebody when I see no one with no sense. And if you stop the foolishness in front of we, because we are no idiot. Tap dig up the earth just to get like a dirt for sell. What kind of stupidness that? You dig down the whole earth, the foundation where you stand up on just to sell some of the dirt from under your foot. Stop behave so, man. Stop behave so depraved. You don't have to behave so. Say I sell off the whole earth where you see one depend. Just for money. And then always I tell you say money can't yam. I mean, then what you expect the younger generation to do if them so well learned doing this stupidness? Eh? There was a time when them we up a cockpit when we talk about it, them said they want about 1 million signature. After we signed the 1 million signature, they were still going to dig same way. So that makes sense? And if you stop them something there, look for Melissa the other day we come. And it's more than one star missing now a change them route and all kind of things because we keep on interfere with the earth. And it look like we do these things just because we want to make our money off of climate change. And that? You know, disturb the earth so that, because you have man-made disaster we want to make money off of. So if you disturb one part of the earth, the rest of the earth will turn over and then we say it's a man-made disaster and use it for beg other place money. And then when we beg the money, we can't see it as spend neither. About these crises. So I want to try to. There was man-made disaster where we done develop. Yeah. Just because we use, as leaders, they use them things to get funding. Now we are go in at the almighty system, go create God-given disaster. Man a make earthquake. Man a make storm. You know? Man just, when you think say them are going to raid and use all kind of nuclear weapon now, can be a storm. It can be an earthquake. It can be a tornado. And you are say, well, at the earth then. because storm was naturally, I don't know, says a man-made disaster, is some nuclear weapon, some warfare business. All these things we upon earth I do. Because we don't care. We don't even care for our life much as the other ones them. And them, like the song say, how many times must a man turn around and pretend he just doesn't see? The answer is blowing in the wind. Because we ask this question and we now get no answer. Why man so greedy? Why man I do these things? Why man I destroy earth? And yet, the preacher used to preach and tell you, say, God I go come and through wicked man, him I go send fire and burn up earth. But a man I go destroy earth. And no God, we are God, and we then upon earth, I destroy earth little by little. Anytime disaster hit this earth, the behavior of humanity. Not an animal, and not the tree, Humanity was supposed to know better. Who's supposed to be the stewardess and caretaker of this earth is the one who are destroyed like suicide bombers. When are we gonna wake up and realize we are gonna kill off ourselves with food in our mouth through we greedy? We mouth are full of food and we are dead. Because we're too greedy. And we don't think wisely. Sometimes I really wonder if these people want to lead the world and lead we. If you saw them, I think, who are they? I know, if you never know, no make the little man want to say a novice soon or sometime. If you no did ever realize how we soon or sometime. Right now it's like the emperor when have on no clothes. Naked before we no stand. Naked. Yeah, that's how we all look upon. I don't think we no well cover up. Trust me. Why? We can only pray for you, If prayers can help then so be it. Well, if you no pass this stage of prayer and no used to, and it seems like I did so. No amount of praying, no amount of talking to, no amount of nothing.
Spiritual warfare after that.
Yeah, man, a spiritual warfare, we not attack, man. Yeah? But the earth is capable of taking care of itself. Yeah, man. When the time come, and time longer than rope, and time is the master, and time speak the loudest, because time will tell. Yeah, man. And just time. Time. Yeah, man. Time. I remember Mama SEH program you're in. And I as mothers, as women, I deal with time and space. Remember that.
Ibai sojo, Ibai le, Ibai sojo, Ibai le, Ibai sojo, Ibai la roye, shu Ibai le, Ibai sojo, Ibai la roye, Baba Ibai le, Ibai sojo, Ibai la roye, shu Ibai le, Ibai sojo, Ibai la roye, Baba Ibai le, Ibai sojo, Ibai la roye, shu Ibai le, Ibai sojo, Ibai la roye, Baba Ibai le, Ibai sojo, Ibai la roye, shu Ibai le, Ibai sojo, Ibai la roye, Baba Ibai le, Ibai sojo, Ibai la roye, Baba Ibai le, Ibai sojo, Ibai la roye, shu Ibai le, Ibai sojo, Ibai la roye, shu Ibai le, Ibai sojo, Ibai la roye, Baba Ibai le, Ibai sojo, Ibai la roye, shu Ibai le, Ibai sojo, Ibai la roye, shu Ibai le, Ibai sojo, Ibai la roye, Baba Ibai le, Ibai le, Ibai sojo, Ibai la roye, shu Ibai le, Ibai sojo, Ibai la roye, Baba Ibai le, Ibai sojo, Ibai la roye, shu Ibai le, Ibai sojo, Ibai la roye, Baba Ibai le, Ibai sojo, Ibai la roye, shu Ibai le, Ibai sojo, Ibai la roye, Baba Ibai le, Ibai sojo, Ibai la roye, shu 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 Ibai le, Ibai sojo, Ibai la roye, Baba Ibai le, Ibai sojo, Ibai la roye, 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 Ibai sojo, Ibai la roye. Elegba, Elegbara, Elegba, Elegbara, Elegba kolona, 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 Elegba
Streamers, if you are only going live on
Eshubaragbo mojuba, are are. Eshubaragbo mojuba, Adamande koriko shubaragbo mojuba elegwa eshulona.
Eshubaragbo mojuba, are are. Eshubaragbo mojuba, Adamande koriko shubaragbo mojuba elegwa eshulona.
Eshubaragbo mojuba, are are. Eshubaragbo mojuba, Amonde koriko shubaragbo mojuba elegwa eshulona.
Eshubaragbo mojuba, are are. Eshubaragbo mojuba, Atamonde koriko shubaragbo mojuba elegba eshulona.
Eshubaragbo mojuba, are are. Eshubaragbo mojuba, Adamonde koriko shubaragbo mojuba elegwa eshulona.
Eshubaragbo mojuba, are are. Eshubaragbo mojuba, Atamonde koriko shubaragbo mojuba elegba eshulona.
Eshubaragbo mojuba, are are. Eshubaragbo mojuba, Adamonde koriko shubaragbo mojuba elegwa eshulona.
Eshubaragbo mojuba, are are. Eshubaragbo mojuba, Atamonde koriko shubaragbo mojuba elegba eshulona.
Eshubaragbo mojuba, are are. Eshubaragbo mojuba, Adamonde koriko shubaragbo mojuba elegwa eshulona.
Eshubaragbo mojuba, are are. Eshubaragbo mojuba, Atamonde koriko shubaragbo mojuba elegba eshulona.
Eshubaragbo mojuba, are are. Eshubaragbo mojuba, Adamonde koriko shubaragbo mojuba elegwa eshulona.
Eshubaragbo mojuba, are are. Eshubaragbo mojuba, Atamonde koriko shubaragbo mojuba
Yes. Yeah, man, some nice music. I hope you full join those nice songs. Yeah, man, very heretical, you know. Yeah, man, we're coming to the close again of another program, another Wednesday evening Mama SEH program here in Tune. But now we're coming to the close on Mama G, Mama SEH program. Give thanks for Breadlocks and I producer in this studio here and co-producer alongside I learned the trade. Yeah.
What's your name?
Vibes Queen.
So me know you want Mama Gina.
Vibes Queen, she name you have to find out her own name so. Yeah, but I she there about, you know, around the thing and I learn the craft at the same time. So we're there, closing another program again and yeah, did open fear for integrate, but we not hear no calling. So yeah, we're gonna wrap it up and say goodbye in another week. So we leave some words and food for thoughts in the program for you to mulch on until we see you again like this another Wednesday evening time. Blessing say program.
Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira.
Bumbo Jira.
Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira,
Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira. Eshwadara Bambo Jira.
Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira,
Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira. Eshwalona Bambo Jira.
Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira,
Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira. Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira.
Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira,
Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira. Eshwalekwa Bambo Jira.
Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira,
Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira. Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira.
Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira,
Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira. Eshwadara Bambo Jira.
Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira,
Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira. Eshwalona Bambo Jira.
Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira,
Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira. Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira.
Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira,
Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira. Eshwadara Bambo Jira.
Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira,
Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira. Eshwalona Bambo Jira.
Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira,
Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira. Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira.
Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira,
Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira. Eshwadara Bambo Jira.
Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira,
Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira. Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira.
Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira,
Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira. Eshwadara Bambo Jira.
Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira,
Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira. Eshwadara Bambo Jira.
Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira,
Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira. Eshwalona Bambo Jira.
Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira,
Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira. Eshwago Bambo Jira.
Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira, Bambo Jira.
Wait, how old is the